So pretty much in Kentucky, they set a new law that the standard is 50-50 custody after divorce, and which limits child support. I don't wonder how Kentucky child support works, but I'll research that later. But divorces are now down 25%. So now we have the statistics. Remember, we told you about statistics. And so, but what does this tell us? If this is true, what does this tell us? And I think it's very clear that when there isn't an incentive for, well, we won't pick on any specific party, but if there isn't an incentive in a party, in a marriage for divorce, there's less likelihood of that divorce occurring, right? Very, very clear right there. If that statistic is true, that when you remove the incentive, and the incentive being someone normally gets custody of the children and someone normally gets awarded child support, when you remove that from the scenario, that party is less likely to actually seek a divorce. So,
and you look at the factors that come into play. A person might get divorced because they say, well, I'm unhappy or whatever, and I can maintain my lifestyle, plus find someone else or have that supplementary income from the child support from the other person.
yep.
So once that's taken away, and you'll see sometimes people stay together because, wow, I don't have any place to go. I can't afford the rent or the mortgage by myself, that type of thing. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes it makes you really look at, can I actually live and stay with this person?
Mm-hmm.
And if you realize you're going to be in a hardship without them, that might make you realize that you actually, need this person. You need each other, baby. And we could go a long time on this particular topic, but it definitely shows how giving one party, let's just be real, the woman, giving the woman money, resources from the man makes it easier for her to just say, well, I'm just going to get a divorce.
Yeah.
And so it's not good for anyone. So this 50-50, at least, is a step in the right direction.
So let's put this in context of the advice we give men. So one, you shouldn't be getting legally married right off the top. Shouldn't be getting legally married. But how does this information help the people that, okay, they got married religiously, Islamically, not legally married? So, but you have to realize that whether you're legally married or not, child support and custody and all that stuff could still play a factor, because you are the parent of a child and you could still go to court and have all those things involved, right? But it plays into another factor of promoting the idea of the standard Islamic-based marriage and roles and responsibilities in your marriage, right? So like Mubarak said, so when you're a man, you're getting married, you should be trying your best to be in a position where it's a traditional marriage where you are the breadwinner, providing, maintaining, supporting the household. Because when you are in that position, and I guess this can kind of go back to supporting Mubarak's stance of, we ain't sharing no bank accounts, we ain't doing none of that.